Multiplying rational numbers with decimals. With multiplication of decimals, you do not have to line up the dot. You just pretend like the decimal is not there and multiply like normal. You count the amount of decimal places in each factor and then move that over the same amount in the product. If the signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. These are the rules for integers of multiplying and dividing. Okay, so now if I have also another new rule is if there's an odd amount of signs, the answer is negative. For example, if I have -2 times -4 times -2. 2 times 4 is 8. That's actually a positive 8. Now a positive 8 times a -2 is a -16. Okay, the answer, I have 3 odd signs. The answer is negative. Now let's say that I had -2 times -4 times, -4 times -2 times -4. -4 times -2 times -4 is positive 8. 8 times -2 is -16. And then -16 times 4, I got 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. This is going to be a positive 64. There's an even amount of signs, so it's positive. All right, let's take a look at the first one. The signs are the same. The answer is going to be positive. Also, there's an even amount of signs, so it's positive. Okay, we don't have to line up the dot. We're just going to pretend like we're going to do 125 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. I have 2 places to the right of the decimal, 0 places to the right of the decimal. 2 plus 0 is 2. So I'm going to hop from right to left 2 places in. And I'm going to get positive 3 7/75. All right, let's take a look at number 2. The signs are this different. So the answer is going to be negative. Also, there's an odd amount of signs. Okay, we do not have to line up the dot. We're just going to pretend like we're doing 35 times 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. This is 1 place value to the right of the decimal, 0 place values to the right of the decimal. We're going to hop right to left 1 place, and we're going to get -7, a whole number. All right, let's take a look at number 3. On number 3, it does not matter which order you multiply this in. You can multiply this times this or this times this. But I have an even amount of negatives. So the answer is going to be positive. But I'm going to show you another way you could do this. You can do this times this first. So let's pretend that we do 2.3 times 1.1. You don't have to line up the decimal. It just happens to line up at this case. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. Placeholder. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. You add it up, you get 3, 5, and 2. We're 1 place value to the right of the decimal, 1 place value to the right of the decimal. So we're going to hop over from right to left 2 places. We have -2 and 53 hundredths times -5. So now we're going to do 2 and 53 hundredths times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 is 26. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12. 2d plus 0d is 2d. Hop it over 2 places. We get positive 12 and 65 hundredths. Okay, here they were different, so it's negative. Here they're the same, so it's positive. Or there's an even amount of signs, so it's positive. Okay, last one, number 4. There's an even amount of signs, so it is positive. We can also do it like this. 2 and 34 hundredths times 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2d plus 0d is 2d. So we're going to hop it 2 places to the left. We're going to get positive 11.7 times 1.2. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. Placeholder, 7, 1, 1. We add it up, we get 4, 10, 4, 1. 1d plus 1d is 2d. So I have 14 and 4 hundredths. So this was, the signs are the same, it's positive. Signs are the same, it's positive. Or there's an even amount of negative signs, so it's positive. And one day, 18 people each withdrew $5.75 from an ATM machine. What is the overall change on the amount of money in the ATM machine? Remember, withdrew is a negative value. So we have 18 times -5 and 75 hundredths. So 5 and 75 hundredths times 18. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 7 is 56. Plus 4 is 60. 8 times 5 is 40. Plus 6 is 46. Put a placeholder. We have 5, 7, 5. Add it up. We got 0, 5, 13, 10. 2d plus 0d is 2d. So we hop it over, and we have $103.50, or they withdrew $103.50.